Yourself now by sending us a short video clip of yourself or group via WhatsApp number 0968261196. You may also come in person to our offices located on plot number 4 Zambezi Drive, Meanwood, Ibex Hill, Lusaka.
This is your time to shine. Don't delay to battle it out in
Battle of the Choirs.
Battle of the Choirs. See you there.
Shima rice, which is your favorite?
Zaka kupezani. Odo muona mwanga machinja mazo mairo mzabwe.
Nalilile mocheni chenu. Shama e.
Okay, we want to know the other side of your life, before your ministry, before your background and everything. Ready for that?
Welcome to CBC Midday News with me, Jacqueline Mankanda. The headlines. President Hakainde Hichilema to open parliamentary session. Zambia hosts Pediatrics Heart Mission. Zambia athletics team departs for World Championships in Tokyo. And now, the details. President Hakainde Hichilema will officially open the 5th session of the 13th National Assembly this Friday, September 12th. Acting Clerk of the National Assembly, Loveness Mayaka, confirmed the development in a statement, saying members of Parliament will debate the President's policy pronouncements during this session. She also announced that Finance Minister Stumbeko Msokotwani is scheduled to present the 2025 national budget on September 26th in line with the President's agenda. The sitting marks the start of the parliamentary calendar traditionally known as the budget meeting, which runs from September to December. Vice President Mutale Nalumango has called on chiefs in the Copperbelt province to embrace large-scale cassava farming, citing its potential to boost local communities. During her visit, Nalumango welcomed the commissioning of the resettlement scheme division, noting that it will positively impact many lives. She also praised the initiative for creating employment opportunities for youth, describing it as a step in the right direction. The Vice President commended President Hakainde Hichilema's development agenda, saying it is driving tangible progress in Zambia. Her visit underscores the government's commitment to economic growth and improving the livelihoods of citizens in the Copperbelt.
Maize nowadays business, the market is really very for maize. But for cassava, it was difficult. So most of them stopped to growing cassava. But with the coming of this plant, I think more of our children, our farmers will start growing cassava because the market is available. very thankful to this government. You are doing great to this mission. And we are happy as chiefs. We work hand in hand, and this will continue. Yes. And we are very thankful to the President and the European government for uniting this country. As chiefs, we have seen it as a friend. Everywhere we go, it's unity. Chiefs are united, and it's our prayer that our chiefdoms or our subjects and the country are united. This is what we do. So we are thankful. I will honor the Vice President. May God bless you.
The National Heart Hospital in Lusaka has launched a pioneering pediatric cardiac mission in partnership with Tanzania's Jakaya Kikwete Cardiac Institute and the international organization Save a Child's Heart. The two-in-one program is treating 30 children with complex heart conditions, including 6 open heart and 4 closed heart surgeries, alongside 20 minimally invasive catheter procedures. Zambian and Tanzanian surgical teams are working together, supported by medical supplies from Save a Child's Heart. Dr. Chabwela Shumba, Senior Medical Superintendent at NHH, says carrying out these procedures locally could save the government around 150,000 United States dollars. The mission also strengthens Zambia's pediatric cardiology training while highlighting regional collaboration in life-saving cardiac care.
As I mentioned, Dr. Chabwela Shumba, Senior Medical Superintendent for National Heart Hospital. This is our hospital. We also recognize Dr. Peter Asenge for taking your time and traveling to Zambia. To our brother, this is your home away from Kenya. And also Mr. Simon Fisher, traveling all the way from Israel, coming to our country, Zambia, our great country. And also, let me recognize all members of the National Heart Hospital, including Dr. Stella and others, and not forgetting Fourth Estates, the press, whom without them we cannot, whatever we discuss cannot be shared to the outside. So I will start by expressing my profound gratitude and appreciation for the government of the Republic of Zambia for hosting us this day, particularly the team from the Kikwete Cardiac Institute and the whole delegation here at the National Heart Hospital. This shows how close we are between the Republic of Zambia and the United Republic.
Lumezi Town Council has recovered over 420,000 kwacha from Constituency Development Fund loan defaulters following court action in Chipata. The council sued 34 defaulters last month, seeking more than 1,400,000 kwacha in unpaid loans, part of government efforts to support small and medium enterprises. In the last 3 weeks, 18 beneficiaries have repaid over 420,000 kwacha, while 4 others signed court agreements to pay more than 212,000 kwacha within 2 weeks. The court has warned that failure to honor these agreements would lead to asset seizure. Meanwhile, 10 additional defaulters are to appear in court next week as proceedings continue. The council has commended those who have repaid and urged others to settle their obligations promptly.
Lumezi Town Council has managed to make recoveries in amounts totaling more than 420,000 kwacha from Constituency Development Fund, the CDF loan beneficiaries who had been defaulting in terms of repaying their loans ever since they were empowered in 2022 and 2023. The local authority last month did take legal action by suing 34 CDF loan defaulters in the Chipata Subordinate Court, seeking to recover 1,463,776 kwacha in unpaid arrears. So the legal action was actually taken in the best interest of sustaining government's empowerment initiative, which is aimed at supporting SMEs with access to affordable financing. So out of the 34 CDF loan defaulters who had been sued, we have 18 CDF empowerment loan beneficiaries who have made payments in the last 22 days and amounts totaling 420,822 kwacha has been recovered from these 18 loan beneficiaries. So in another development, we do have the Chipata Subordinate Court through Resident Magistrate Destiny Kalusopa, who has entered consent judgment against 4 CDF loan defaulters as defendants who have agreed to pay their arrears totaling 212,480 kwacha that is owed to the local authority under CDF. So in passing judgment on 26th August 2025, Resident Magistrate Kalusopa did caution that failure by the defendants to honor the judgment would result in a writ of fear of fascia being issued against them. And still in the same Chipata Subordinate Court, Senior Resident Magistrate Felix Kauma on 5th September 2025 entered judgment in default of defense pursuant to Order 33, Rule Number 1, Chapter 28 of the Laws of Zambia. So the judgment is against 4 defendants who are the CDF loan defaulters who failed to respond to the plaintiff's claim, in this case being Lomezi Town Council, in the required time frame. Resident Magistrate Kauma, in delivering judgment, said it is adjudged that the plaintiff recovers against the said defendants the sum total of 213,719 kwacha 28 ngwe, being full payment and costs upon receiving the judgment. So we do have in a related development 10 other CDF loan defaulters who are yet to appear in the Chipata Subordinate Court next week as their civil case continues to be heard over the non-payment of CDF loans. So the 10 will appear before Magistrates Betty Mwinga, Magistrates Chikumbi Ngulube, as well as Magistrate Lydia Luenje. And as a local authority, we want to commend those CDF loan empowerment beneficiaries who were sued but did respond positively to this court action by making payments towards their loan arrears. And we want to actually also call upon those who have not yet made the payments despite being served the court summons, that they should actually respond favorably to this good cause by the local authority, which is aimed at ensuring that the revolving funds are actually accessed by many other residents in Lomezi constituency.
We now take a break. When we are back, we'll have sports and international news.
Christ Life is more than a school. It's a nurturing community. Our qualified teachers use innovative methods that keep the minds and hearts of our students engaged. Our cafeteria isn't just a place to eat. It's a hub of nourishment and community. Our sports activities are always filled with fun and creativity that promote teamwork and confidence in every child. With access to the latest educational software, learners are prepared for the digital age with confidence and creativity, empowering students with skills in and out of the classroom. Swimming is a life skill that is cardinal for survival. Our ballet programs teaches more than just dance. It installs grace, discipline, and expression. The heart of knowledge builds in our school library with a wide collection of fiction, non-fiction, reference material, and digital resources. Our school offers exciting and safe playground facilities for both ECE and primary students. Safety is our top priority, and our drivers are carefully selected for their professionalism and commitment to the well-being of our students. At Christ Life School, we believe education is not just about passing exams. It's about preparation. So, if you are looking for a school that feels like home, where your child will be known, loved, and challenged to reach their highest potential, then Christ Life School is the place.
We're back with sports news. The Handball Association of Zambia has expressed gratitude to the New Dawn government for its continued support to sports federations through the Ministry of Youth, Sport and Arts. This commendation highlights the government's commitment to promoting sports development in the country. According to reports, the association appreciates the government's efforts in recognizing the importance of sports in shaping the nation's youth. By supporting various sports federations, the government is helping to nurture talent and promote healthy lifestyles among young people. The Handball Association of Zambia has also been encouraged by the government's initiatives to promote sports in rural areas, which could lead to the discovery of new talents. In recent months, the government has emphasized the significance of sports in national development. Minister of Sport, Youth and Arts, Elvis Nkandu, has stressed the importance of collaboration and transparent management practices in alleviating. I'll take that again. Minister of Youth, Sport and Arts, Elvis Nkandu, has stressed the importance of collaboration and transparent management practices in elevating Zambia's sports sector. The government has also introduced measures to ensure good governance in sports, including capacity development programs for sports administrators and strict enforcement of governance standards. The Handball Association of Zambia's praise for the government's support reflects the positive impact of these initiatives on the sports sector. As the country continues to invest in sports development, it is likely that more talented young athletes will emerge, bringing glory to the nation.
I wish to thank the Zambian government through the Ministry of Youth and Sport for having facilitated the team's travel from Zambia to Oran, Algeria, where the under-20 and the under-17 are participating in the Africa Cup of Nations as well as the International Handball Federation Continental Championships. I know it wasn't an easy undertaking, but government through the Ministry of Youth and Sport worked tirelessly to ensure that we are able to send or bring our teams to Algeria for the Africa Cup of Nations. And as Handball Association of Zambia, we are very much grateful to the government of the Republic of Zambia for having, demonstrated that political will of not looking at the status of an association, but they are able to support all sporting.
In athletics, Zambia's national athletics team has departed for Tokyo ahead of the 2025 World Athletics Championships, set to take place from the 13th to the 25th of September. The traveling contingent features Kenny Luchembe, David Mlenga, Malambo Jongo, Sitali Kakene, Christopher Chikulo, and Edna Angandule, who qualified through a wild card entry. Zambia's Commonwealth Games gold medalist Muzala Sam Konga will join the squad from Europe, where he is finalizing preparations under the guidance of coach Douglas Kalembo. The athletes will compete in the men's 4x400 meter relay, with Sam Konga also contesting the men's 400 meters. Team Zambia now sets its sights on flying the nation's flag high at one of the world's most prestigious athletics competitions. In international news, we monitored the BBC.
Now, there are now more obese or overweight children in the world than underweight ones. That's according to a report out today from the UN's children's agency, UNICEF. It says 1 in 10 children globally are now living with obesity. Low and middle income countries are experiencing the steepest rise in overweight school children and adolescents. South Africa is one of the countries listed as having the biggest problems with childhood obesity, with 25% of under 5s overweight or obese. Our Africa correspondent Mayeni Jones went to meet some of those trying to turn the tide by improving child nutrition.
Teaching kids about health, one plate at a time. The school in Johannesburg has banned sweets and processed food from its campus. All the meals it serves are vegetarian, with the occasional fish dish.
So today on the menu it's khichdi, which is a mix of dal and rice with tomato chutney, halloumi and salad.
The parents of the students here have been asked only to bring fruit, vegetables and homemade food for their kids to eat.
Yeah, this food is delicious. It's great.
The school management says that despite some initial resistance, their food policy has led to helpful conversations around healthy eating.
If all schools were to emulate our intention of being thoughtful and conscious of health and what children are putting into their bodies and what food is being sold to children, like chocolates and sweets and sugary fizzy drinks, the health to the children would be served, and the conversations that would emerge from the food policy would enormously benefit the children's health.
According to the UN, rates of overweight and obese teenagers around the world have nearly tripled in the last 2 decades, and younger kids are not spared. The number of overweight children aged 5 to 9 has gone from 69 to 147 million. This growth has been blamed on the spread of convenience food, including ultra-processed goods. Poor and middle-income countries have seen the biggest surge in overweight and obese children, but there are some differences. Where in poorer countries, these kids come from wealthier families who can pay for high-calorie foods. In middle-income economies like here in South Africa, more people can afford to go to fast food restaurants, and there's been an explosion of them.
For Fanta, it says 44.
While studying food science, Siposetu noticed that healthy options were too expensive.
Yeah. And another thing is the issue of portion sizes. Even if you were to get those items, the cheaper items for students, you find that the portion sizes are too big, and they are turning us into, or making us into to overeat, basically.
South Africa introduced higher taxes on sugary drinks in 2018, but it hasn't stopped the growing obesity rate in children here. 22% of kids under 5 are overweight or obese, up from 13% in 2016.
That we may eat.
The UN says countries need to improve access to local, nutritious food for children and teenagers. In the meantime, it's left to individuals and institutions to try and improve the health of future generations. Mayeni Jones, BBC News, Johannesburg.
As we end the news, a recap of the headlines. President Hakainde Hichilema to open parliamentary session. Zambia hosts Pediatrics Heart Mission. Zambia athletics team departs for World Championships in Tokyo. Thank you for joining us. Until next time, bye-bye.
Hey, hey, hey! CBC Television presents
Battle of the Choirs.
Are you a singing group, choir praise team, musician or other? This is your battle to showcase your talent.
Register yourself now by sending us a short video clip of yourself or group via WhatsApp number 0968 261196. You may also come in person to our offices located on plot number 4 Zambezi Drive, Meanwood, Ibex Hill, Lusaka.
This is your time to shine. Don't delay to battle it out in
Battle of the Choir.
Battle of the Choirs. See you there.
Hey, hey, hey! CBC Television presents
Battle of the Choirs.
Are you a singing group, choir praise team, musician or other? This is your battle to showcase your talent.
Register yourself now by sending us a short video clip of yourself or group via WhatsApp number 0968 261196. You may also come in person to our offices located on plot number 4 Zambezi Drive, Meanwood, Ibex Hill, Lusaka.
This is your time to shine. Don't delay to battle it out in
Battle of the Choir.
Battle of the Choirs. See you there.
Sister Mother, you've been found unfit to be in this church. Therefore, you are banished from